Alright, hello there once again everyone. You might notice things are different, and that's because my stupid self forgot to hit the damn record key once again. Anyways, welcome back to the No Arms Challenge for Project Zomboid. It's 11 PM, I'm tired both in-game and IRL for forgetting something so simple, hungry, and I have a hankering for a lot of alcohol. Anyways, I'm going to chug this entire thing, I'm going to pass out, and I'm gonna explain exactly what I did, because thankfully, I didn't do too much in the grand scheme of things. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Oh, perfect. The electricity also decides to go out during this time as well. Anyways, I have been on a journey to read Metalworking Volume 1. I am currently 176 pages in, and now I'm gonna head back to where I was before so I can fully explain what I did. I am so sorry, I quite literally did a lot of grinding, and I wasn't even recording. So let's run back all the way upstairs, so I can fully describe what I did. Anyways, I decided to wake up on a beautiful day, going through the area and finding a very nice set of military boots inside this closet here. After I found that, I decided to pay a visit all the way down to the liquor store nearby, looking around for the zombies that I left last episode. By the way, I didn't find the zombies, they just completely disappeared, and it's kind of scaring me to this day because there is no signs of life out here. But after I visited the next store that was now zombie-free, I went inside and I looked around, finding copious amounts of alcohol. Matter of fact, there still is alcohol, which led me to my final plan. I can use all of this alcohol to 1, keep me fed, and 2, keep the depression at bay while I spend inordinate amounts of time indoors wasting my life away and rotting inside this house that I decided to shack up in here. If you guys didn't know, reading metalworking takes a lot of time, and I have just been guzzling copious amounts of alcohol and reading books. So much so that we have 8 empty bottles in our inventory, and so far we have only gotten through the first metalworking book, which leaves about 1 more full day of reading. That is everything though. I just sat inside here and I rotted reading books. And we're gonna continue to read books for a little while longer. The only other thing that I will say is by reading books, we have also been leveling up our prosthesis skills. As you see right now, our right hand is at level 5 at 210 XP. If I read a book for a few hours, it will passively increase, and if I read a book for a few hours, that number will increase very slowly. So reading books is actually very nice for me to increase my interaction speed. That's all I've done so far. Handy Harry has also survived for 23 days, 2 hours, killing 347 zombies, and that's gonna be the big goal for this episode, to reach level 4 metalworking. I've already gotten to the first book, and as soon as I do get the first book, we can head over to the school and begin our ascent to becoming a metalworking god. So yes, thankfully you didn't really miss much, just a lot of sitting down and reading, which is what I'll continue to do until tomorrow when I finish this bad boy off. So yeah, it's been incredibly boring for old Handy Harry here, and the only release we have is copious amounts of wine. Anyways, I'll see all of you tomorrow when I finish off this last book, and we can actually begin with metalworking instead of just budget alcoholism. This is not healthy at all. Don't try this at home. Unless you're someone as cool as Handy Harry, of course, then go right ahead. Anyways, everyone, welcome to day 24. I am living in a pile of used and full bottles of alcohol, but we have finally read the entirety of Metalworking Volume 1, which makes me realize the rest of this challenge is going to be a slog, because it took me about, I would say, 5 full days, almost a full week, to read the beginner volume, and the page count is only going to increase with each subsequent level. But yeah, we have alcohol on our side, so it wasn't that bad. And with it, we can finally move on out and start to grind away at our skills. The big goal for this episode is to reach level 4, so I can go ahead and upgrade my arms to metal hooks, which requires me to have 1 metal sheet, 7 units of propane, a welder mask, and more importantly, 4 levels of metalworking. With the book that we've just read, we can get up to level 2 with the bonuses, so it should be extremely easy. And if things go well enough, I might be able to get it without even visiting the school, which would be hella cool. But before I do any of that, it is a new month, and when I mean new month, I mean it's August. So the temperatures are getting quite a bit chilly with it being 66 degrees out. So before I begin the big grind set, I will grab one last thing that I saw within this wardrobe here, which should keep me pretty warm. A nice leather jacket. I don't know how it's gonna look on me, but right now, any coat is better than nothing. Okay, it looks really goofy because the amputation mod makes it to where sleeves aren't visible, so it looks like I'm wearing a leather vest. If I were to take off the... if I were to take off the construction helmet, which I will need to do, I would look like a biker. Yeah, I literally look like a biker right now. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. But yes, I will be taking off my hard hat so I can equip my welder mask and finally begin the metalworking process. All we need to do now is grab one set of propane, a propane torch, also some water, so I can start this bad boy off right, grabbing a propane tank in my backpack for easy refuels, and the welder torch in here? Yes, it's in here. Awesome. Now that we have all of these, we can begin disassembling any metal objects that we come across. I have seen quite a few metallic objects in here, especially at the Ruby gas station, like the shelves there, the clothing racks, the shelves here, and more importantly, the washing machines and refrigerators. The fridges are also dead as well, so yeah, we won't really have much use out of them. So we're gonna start off by disassembling everything in here, doing a big ol' bot montage to see how far we can get. Hey, there it is, everyone. It only took about a full day and a half to reach level 2 metalworking, which is honestly a lot better than what we're gonna have to do now, which is read another book. But boom, it is now day 25. We are hungry, bored, depressed, wet, and injured, but that's gonna change as soon as we work our way upstairs and drink alcohol for another 5 days instead. So yes, I am extremely excited about the future. There are still no zombies around the area, so I am in my own zen state. I love being in my own trash pile. It's time to read, so I will see all of you in about 5 or 6 days. Somebody help me, please. This is gonna be so boring. That's what the grind's all about, though. I will see all of you till then. Alrighty, with that level up sound, we have survived another full week. I was quite literally spot on with how long it would have taken me to read Metalworking Volume 2. But as you see, I have read all 260 pages, meaning I can drop this on the ground and finally move on with my life. There are a couple of more updates as well, as we have survived for 30 full days, our first month in the apocalypse. And more importantly, all of this alcohol here you see on the ground has led me to develop a very bad drinking habit, which has led me to become overweight. So I do need to watch how much I eat, and so I'm gonna have to starve myself a little bit in order to not become obese. That's the last thing I would want, because my fitness is only at level 6, so any less fitness by being overweight and obese would affect my combat abilities a lot. But yes, aside from that, we have leveled up our right hand level to level 5, and we have that beautiful ×5 multiplier for metalworking levels 3 to 4. I am just shook at how long I've spent inside here, and it's kind of making me realize I might not have enough food to last me all of the levels, right? We still do have a little bit of alcohol and a whole bunch of canned foods, but it's not looking the best, you know? And there's a singular zombie! Holy heck, that's the first zombie I've seen this episode. Well, I guess it'd be nice to test out my new abilities, right? We have been leveling up our right hand skill, and killing this zombie might show me how much more powerful I've been. Come on, how many hits does it take to get to the center of a zombie skull? Only 6! Holy crap, that's huge! That's actually huge! I can kill zombies like in a group now with my hammer. Oh, that's so nice. And it's only gonna get better now that we get these metal arms. It's gonna be perfect. So yeah, it's time to head down to the school to really get that grind set going. Though I guess there is one thing that I do need from here before I do leave, and that's food. We do need a lot of food in order to sustain ourselves while I am doing metalworking, because it does take around, I would say, 2 to 3 days to level up metalworking with how slow we are to work as a character, right? So having rations on hand would be nice. Oh, one last thing. Refilling propane torches is not bad at all, by the way, because I've had to refuel my propane torch about 2 times, using a different one for the second time, and that is how much propane I've used in a tank. So we have quite a bit of fuel, and I might even have enough to get to level 8. It might be wishful thinking, but that's what I like to tell myself anyway. So yes, let's go grab some non-perishable chips, some jujubes, peppermints, and a small amount of cheese and lard for the road ahead. Okay, that should be enough food. It's time. Oh, one last thing. You might be noticing that I have my propane tank set as a secondary, and I figured out having it in my bag takes about 1.5 years to pull it out, as you see right there. And whenever I need to refuel my propane torch, I don't want to spend 30 minutes rummaging through my massive military bag. So I have just equipped it as a secondary to kind of save me a lot of time. Plus, it allows me to use my one-handed weapon still, so it's a perfect balance of time management and still having the ability to dunk on the undead. I sure hope there's not going to be a lot of zombies down near the school, but your guess is as good as mine. If the coast is clear, though, we can begin our second bot montage. Oh yeah, no, there's a few zombies out here. And by a few, I mean they've definitely repopulated the area. I guess there's no better time than now to test out my new combat abilities then. Let's see what these bozos got, huh? I feel fantastic. I feel very good. I feel right in my own element right about now. We just took care of that 7 group of zombies like I would any other group of zombies in a normal challenge. Like, I am reaching levels I thought weren't even possible with Handy Harry, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we have leveled up our right-handed skill enough to kind of be normal at, like, using our prosthesis, right? We're not hitting like a wet noodle, we're hitting good damaging shots, and our speed has been increasing the more levels we have. So I'm actually really excited that reading those books has kind of power leveled my right-handed stat for that reason. But now we're inside the school, which means I can finally begin the big grind. It's gonna take a long time, but the cool thing about this school is that we have all of these lockers here, all of the bathrooms and changing rooms to just hit the ground running, right? And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're gonna equip our propane torch in our primary, and we are gonna have the biggest bop montage of our lives, up until we actually reach level 4 metalworking. So, I will see all of you in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a long time for me, but a little bit for you guys. Okay, everyone, I have severely underestimated how long this entire grind was gonna take. I have torn apart this establishment board by board, leaving only a wake of just metal sheets and supplies in its place. And what if I told you we are pretty close to level 4, actually. We have a little bit left, but yeah, no, it's taken up a lot more time than I would have expected. But we have made a lot of progress. We have also passed down a lot of time, and we are depressed as a result. And the reason why I am informing all of you instead of just going out and finishing it off with all of the metallic objects inside is that I realized something. Why am I disassembling stuff in here when I could go outside and disassemble the large double fences outside, which might give me some more XP per shot, right? and that's exactly what I want to do. There are zombies on the outside though, which kind of lends itself to me preparing myself to fight some zombies. So before I do head outside, I would love to grab this metal pipe if I could help it, so I can fight off zombies a little bit easier. There we are. Okay. Now we're ready to fight, and as soon as I move my way out, we can see how much XP we get from those double tile fences. Anyways, you two idiots are going down to the ground. I love being powerful. It feels so nice to be able to kill zombies once again. And that is another benefit of being very good at metalworking. I have an overabundance of metal pipes just from the amount of stuff I disassemble. So yeah, we are vibing. I mean, I killed that group of 3 zombies like no problems. And now that we have killed them all, we can go check to see how much XP we get out of these fences here. We have a bunch of fence to go around here. The only real problem is the zombie count. I need to be very cautious when disassembling fences out here. Okay, never mind. We need to be on the other side in order to disassemble everything, so I think I'm gonna disassemble some more stuff indoors, and if I don't have level 4 metalworking by the end of the day, we can go down this route. Boom. Welcome everyone to day 34. I did not reach our level working quota. Matter of fact, we are only 100 XP away. I disassembled everything in the break room, but now that we are out here feeling a lot more invigorated from our night's rest, I feel the need to cull some of the zombies nearby. We got a group of 5 down there, and we got a group of 5 over there, which I think will be a very good ballpark to test my new strength. But yes, we are gonna bulk on a whole bunch of food so I'm not super duper hungry, so I can give myself the best chance of fighting off these flesh bags. Alright, it's time for the ultimate litmus test, everyone. Let's see how we can fight a group of zombies, not leading them in one by one, but bringing on the entire horde on my back to see the kind of damage I can pull off. I am actually unstoppable. I don't like to get overconfident in challenges like this, but being able to kill a group of 5 zombies is just... I know I've said it before, I know I repeat things I say often, but it is a drug in and of itself. Just on how far we've come and how much further we have to go, right? Because I can still level up my arm skills. I can also level up the material we use. Matter of fact, I am going to level up that material very soon. And killing zombies in less than 5 hits, it's nice. It's a nice feeling, okay? I love it here. And it's only gonna be up from here on out. Okay, let's kill those 4 up there, and then we might be able to disassemble some of these large fences here, hopefully reaching level 4 in the next couple of hours. Yeah. One thing's for sure. No rain nor zombies will stop me from achieving my goals. Okay, I really don't like this, by the way, because of how long it takes to disassemble and how easy a zombie could sneak up behind me. Oh, do I really want to go down this route? This is very, very risky. I think we could pull it off in the corner, but definitely not where I was doing it before. Oh, there it is. We finally reached the new level, everyone. Level 4 in metalworking. It only took me about a year and a half, and let's see here, about 6 sections of fence line, in which I only had 100 experience, so I don't really like this method because of how exposed I felt. I did not speed up time, like barely ever doing this, because I was very worried a zombie would sneak up behind me. Thankfully, none of that happened, and I was finally able to reach level 4 metalworking, which means we are one step further into becoming a better human, right? A human that doesn't need to rely on flesh and blood. One that relies on pure, reliable metal. And now that we have reached it, we can go craft up our new metal hooks, which is gonna require a metal sheet, and a propane torch. Okay, cool. So let's go refuel this bad boy right now. By the way, it's insane that I've only had to use one propane tank this entire time, and getting to level 4 metalworking alone only took one tank. So we might be in the clear when it comes to leveling. Anyways, it's time we make ourselves a metal hook, everyone. Get that going right there. Bada boom, there's one, and now we just need number 2. Boom, we got it. 2 metal hooks. A prosthetic limb. I thought there was more flavor text, but there really isn't much there. Anyways, I think it's time we upgrade our old wooden claws. Get these bad boys out of here. I have new friends. So let's pop that one off, pop this one off, and equip our new metal arms. It's actually so cool at like how, I guess, compartmentalized this entire challenge is, right? Being able to like hot swap between limbs is extremely cool, and I kind of wish there was more like limb damage in the game, so if you destroy your arms, you can replace them after. Also, boom! I was expecting my metal hooks to be a little bit more metal, but it looks like it's only the hands that are affected by the metal, right? But that's fine, as long as it helps me increase my combat potential and my speed. Bada boom, we got him upgraded. Let's see how fast we can get now. Pretty fast! Oh my gosh, we're actually almost at the level of like a normal human. Okay, that is awesome. But that also marks down what I'm gonna have to do in the future, right? Which is a lot more grinding. We are barely even past the start for it. So I think for the rest of this episode, I'm gonna go run all the way back to the alcohol store, and I'm just gonna read the rest of the book. It's gonna take another week and a half, but hey, I'm ready to put in the time. Oh, it also looks like some zombies have moved their way into the area. Well, it's a better time than ever to test out my new combat abilities on top of it. Let's see what these idiots got, in real time this time. They got nothing. They got actually nothing. Oh, cool. You guys got like a group of 4 zombies here ready to rip me apart? Oh, you're gonna need a little bit more than that to take out old Andy Harry now. I swing with the force of 1,000 suns now. I would love to see you idiots try. I definitely feel a massive increase in power with these metal arms. I am getting quicker and more efficient killing these zombies, and it's so good, dude. I might actually be able to go to Louisville at this point and, like, not perish immediately. Hell yeah, man, I'm excited. Anyways, it's time for me to go grab this alcohol now, so I can drink and read my woes away. I am a little bit worried about gaining weight, so I am gonna have to, like, starve myself a little bit up here because I still am very much overweight. But we are on the process of losing it, and as long as I'm not dying from starvation, we should be okay. And we should have more than enough alcohol to last me the next book. Oh, that's right, we need to grab the other book. I almost forgot about that. Let's go do that really quick as well. Now we're ready to read 300 pages. You know what they say, right? Home sweet home. Just seeing this pile of bottles is so damn funny. But I'm gonna need every single drop of this alcohol if I'm gonna read this entire book. This is gonna take probably another month. By the way, we have survived even longer, and I feel like it's going to take almost 100 days to reach level 8 metalworking. But hey, I'm in it to win it at this point. I'm all in, baby. Let's see what we got. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Welcome to my small little slice of heaven, everyone. I am drinking myself a nice set of bourbon, but we have finally completed Metalworking Volume 3. All 300 pages. It has taken me quite a little bit, and you might be wondering, oh, why am I tired at 5 p.m.? Well, it's because alcohol has a very nice sleeping effect on it. But I also realized it's a lot more efficient for me to just read through the entire night than go to sleep, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be tired from the alcohol anyways. But yes, aside from being very hungry, we have reached the ×5 multiplier for metalworking number 5 and 6, which means after 5 and 6, we will have one more book to read until I reach the metal hands. I think next episode we are gonna have to leave this area, and I think the best place for me to grind out my metalworking is going to be the Louisville train station up here. There's gonna be a lot of barrels and a lot of shelves for me to disassemble, and hopefully not too many zombies. Aside from that though, we are gonna have to go off on a bit of a wacky chase. Maybe I can disassemble the fence lines near the storage lots as well. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of opportunities for me to grow as a person. But today is going to be the end of that. I spent a lot of time grinding out the metalworking skills, and it's only going to continue in the future. So it might be a shorter episode than what y'all are, really expecting. But yes. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I will see all of you later. Peace the hell out, everyone.